Kitkatscanread.
I'm here to update you on everything that's going on. I was going to update you yesterday, but to be honest, I really just wasn't feeling good in the sense of energy. I literally had, as they say, 0 spoons of energy. I really didn't have anything. I'm leaving work late today because I was in the middle of a task of helping to support my changing over from winter clothes to summer clothes, because today it is hot stuff. It's 19 degrees, I believe, is the top temperature for today and this afternoon. So yeah, so I was helping with that. I don't like to leave any job unfinished, so I was just like, you know what, I will feel very successful if I get this job finished and if I make sure that everything else is ready. Then finishing off the kind of paperwork side electronically, ready just for the next person. I just don't like to leave the next person kind of hanging, basically. It's not very nice to leave it hanging. So I just thought, well, you know what, I mean, it only took me probably an extra 15 minutes to do, but I don't mind doing that. So yeah, just 15 minutes of my helpful persona, and I don't have my Steps to Wellbeing appointment today, so I don't have to rush off. If I did, then I probably would have had to finish the task off the very next day, but I did manage to complete it, so that is the main thing. So reading wise, I read a little bit more of Royal Bloods by Amy Carter. I'm actually really enjoying this, and I'm at the 50-page mark somewhere now, I think. So I'm enjoying physically reading this. Also, I have been listening to Strange Angels on my commute to work this morning. I think I'm on chapter 19 somewhere. I'm past the halfway mark now. I think Everanne said there was just a few hours left of the audiobook. So I will probably have this, if I listen to this Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday on my commute to work, I should have it finished. So that might be really good. You know what, it would be really good. I say it might be really good, but it would. Because how many TBRs has Strange Angels been on? And also, it's one of those popular books that I've, scratched off my list, I don't know when it was, maybe a few years ago. And I've not been doing well with the list because I've just not been reading the popular books that are on the list. I've been reading other books. So, and I also finished a graphic novel, and that one I got from NetGalley. So I had literally about, I think, 35 pages of that left, and that one I had to read on my laptop because I'd run out of days to read it on the NetGalley shelf app. They only give you so many days to read it on there, and then when I downloaded it, they gave me an extra little bit of time. So when I did start reading that on the NetGalley shelf, unfortunately I did run out of time, so I just kind of finished it off. I was like, well, you know what, I really want to finish it off because I don't like being in the middle of books. So I finished that off. I logged it on Pile. So yeah, I finished that one, and I think that one came out as maybe a 4, I think, possibly. But yeah, and I've logged that in my review logbook as well, ready for when I film the wrap up for May. So yeah, that felt pretty good to do. So yeah, so far, reading wise, it's been pretty good. I also uploaded my weekly vlog yesterday. I scheduled it for 8 PM, so that would have been up last night. And I also edited my March wrap up. I was sort of thinking, do I start with April and then work myself backwards? And then I was like, you know what, I'll do March, because I literally only filmed it on Sunday. So yeah, so I filmed quite a lot on Sunday actually. I filmed the ending of the as in like the wrap-up part of the vlog. I filmed up the book haul for the last, or rather like the first week of May, kind of like end of April, beginning of May, and then I filmed the unboxings, and I've already logged those away. I put them away, and I just keep on looking at the books that are in my bedroom, because they're a mixture of like my Illumicrate Fairy books and also like special editions, signed special editions, whether it's like, you know, Fairy Illumicrate or even like Waterstone special edition as well. And I need to have my thick shelf upstairs where that I can double stack it, and I'll be able to fit them all on there. I should be able to anyway. If not, I will, you know, if I don't fit them on the double stacked one, I would need to probably get a taller one. I mean, like, realistically, the logical thing is to read them, right? But like, you know me, I just, you know, so many books, so little time, and that's just, you know, it's the same for everyone. I know it is. I just, you know, I want to read them all, but I just don't have the time to read them. Today's weather, absolutely beautiful, really, really lovely. So I've literally got this afternoon, and I don't have anything scheduled to do this afternoon. I didn't have any books to go back to the library. I'm doing that tomorrow on the Wednesday, because I've got some books that need to go back, so I'm doing that tomorrow. And yeah, I think I've just got one Southampton library book that needs to go back, and I need to check actually if I've got any either Hampshire or Southampton books that need to be renewed or need to go back, so I need to kind of look at that, because I have a lot of library books, and I was umming and ahhing whether I do a book haul of library books. So maybe this is the opportunity to ask you guys, for those of you that are watching this vlog, would you like me to do a library book haul of the current books that I've got out from the library? Be that as it may, I've got a lot of library books. So I'm members of 2 libraries, because where I live in Southampton, I am a member of the Southampton libraries, and I'm also a member of the Hampshire libraries, which, you know, covers a bit more than everywhere else. Like Southampton, they have their own council, they have their own libraries, but yet where I live, I literally am in the middle of 2 Hampshire libraries. So it's very strange. I have one at Hedge End, and I have one literally like next to me. What's that one called? Like Netley, I think it's called. So yeah. And that one is literally only up the road from me. That's like a 6-minute drive or something really stupid like that. And I went there last week because I had to return a Ringwood library book, well, a Hampshire library book. So yeah, it's very strange. Like where I live, I'm in the middle of Southampton libraries and Hampshire libraries. So I'm the members of 2, which means that I can get more books out technically. With both library cards, so I do access the library on both accounts there. So yeah, so I do have, I think I've got possibly 19 or 20 out on each end, so I do have a lot, and I'm trying to, the thing is, I've never ever been the sort of person that could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna borrow like 1 library book at a time, or like, you know, 5 library books at a time. I've never been able to do that, and for the people that do that, I completely commend you, because I just can't do that. I literally, like, if there's a book that the library has and I really, really want to read it, I have to borrow it, and if I don't have time to read it, I just have to renew it. So yeah, like I just, who's he waving at? Is he waving at me or waving at me? I just don't know what that was about. Maybe he was waving like, yeah, let's go off here or something. I don't know. I was just like, hey, you're waving at me. So yeah, if you want to see all nearly 40 books of my library books in a book haul, then yes, please do let me know. The reason that I haven't done a haul of the library books is purely because of that reason, where I've just got nearly like 40 books out on either end, and I I just have no self-control when it comes to books that I really want to read. I had the other day literally twice, I had two moments where I indicated to move over to the left lane, to the lane left, to go back to the left lane, and someone in the slow lane, I suppose you could say, they kind of indicated and moved at the same time, at once. It's kind of indicate, move, rather than indicate, check, and then move. And I had that happen twice. So dangerous. Luckily, I check before I move. But I literally, the first time, I went to move into the space, and they just indicated to move. Obviously, didn't check. So many people just use their wing mirrors and their back mirror without checking that blind spot. And I'm constantly saying to people, you must check that blind spot, because guaranteed there will be a motorcycle or a cyclist or another car that will be in that little spot that you just don't see. I mean, we're all prone to doing it. I've done it before where I've literally just been indicate, and then someone has literally been in my blind spot, and I just failed to look until the last minute. Yeah, honestly, it is really scary. So it's always just worth looking, just a little look to the right. I mean, I've had it before where I've injured my neck somehow, or laid on it funny, and it really hurt to kind of turn my head to check. But it's just something you've got to do. It's just road safety. So yes, for those of you that drive, check your blind spots if you don't, because it guaranteed. I mean, I've had it before where a van did not check their blind spot, and I nearly crashed. And it's really scary when that happens. I nearly crashed, and I had to beat my horn just to notify them that you can't do that. And luckily they swerved back into their lane. Honestly, some people need to retake their test. And there's a police car coming. I promise you, sir, I was very good. I wasn't speeding. I've been doing 70, if not under 70, but pretty much 70. So yeah, I need to get fuel on the way back. I do have some cash to get that. I have been waiting for my bloody credit card to reset for a month, so that I can, I've got some purchases one I do need to pay for, so I'm just waiting for that one, and it's just really annoying because it's not resetting, and it's been the longest I feel that I've waited. Normally my credit card resets within the first few days of the month. Now this is the first day after Bank Holiday Monday, and it still hasn't reset. I would have thought it would have reset before Bank Holiday Monday, but it just hasn't. So it's highly frustrating waiting. I'm not a fan of waiting, because I mean, if I didn't have this cash to fuel up my car, I would be a little bit screwed for fuel money for this week. So yeah, and there's been two in a row really, it's happened like that. So yeah, not good, guys, not good. But I was quite surprised actually, because normally my fuel runs out on a Sunday, and I didn't work Bank Holiday Monday. I had it off, luckily, and so today it's just gone down to 2 bars, and with my car it works with bars, so it's on 2 bars. It went down to 2 bars this morning, so that means I normally wait until there's 2 bars and then I fuel. Some people live dangerous and they don't fuel until you got 1 bar, but I would not. My anxiety would be hitting the roof if I did that, so I cannot do that. I have to have some sort of level. So I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. I might see if I can produce that wrap up. Actually no, it is produced. I might upload it then. Might upload the wrap up, and maybe I'll edit another video. I'll just see what mood I'm in, really. When it's straight away after work, I don't want to do a lot. Oh, I watched a movie last night called The but they do English dub on it, which you know, to me it seems pretty close to like original. So it was quite an interesting movie, I must admit. Literally about this girl, when she's 8 years old, she becomes an orphan. Her parents die in a car crash. She's sent to this orphanage with this horrible, really strict bitch of a woman, and she is pretty much kind of like tortured there and injured there because she's like, you know, strapped to this bed in the dark, and yeah, really, really horrible treatment. When she's a lot older, like 16 or 17 or something, she is adopted into this family, and she's like really happy to escape, but the family also adopts this guy who is pretty much kind of like the dream child of like every adoption. Like, you know, all the parents have wanted them, you know, they play piano amazingly, but they've declined every adoption until this one. And so the girl, she has this kind of like interesting relationship with them. They're very kind of like, I don't know, I suppose it starts off as kind of like the way that they speak to each other is very like, maybe like hate to love kind of thing, like they bicker with each other and all things like that, and then the more and more you get along, the more and more you find out about the guy, and you know, himself, like he often refers to himself as like the wolf in the fairy tale, like nobody wants to be with the wolf and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a very, very interesting movie, let's just say that. I actually really liked it, and I didn't realise that there was a novel for it, so I'm very intrigued to get my hands on that. I've not seen it at bookstores yet, but then again, I'm not often in bookstores these days. I've been pretty good as of late, but I think I need to be this month. I need to be really good and just really kind of like restrict myself with spending and stuff, because last month was a high one, just because of how late it is for the credit card to reset. So I've had a lot of payments on there for things, so I need to just be mindful of spendings. But I've been pretty good. Like, once I know my limit, I am pretty good with that limit. So I've been pretty good, guys, I must admit. So I just need to be really good, and I just need to keep telling myself that I have got book box subscriptions which go onto my credit card, and I really shouldn't be getting anything else unless I am absolutely going to read it. So that's what I need to tell myself anyway. Now, I have got a couple of gym classes booked this evening. That is 5:45 and 6:45. One is yoga, the other one is body balance. They kind of like go into each other. So I'm going to see how I feel later. I'm hoping I will be up for doing them, because I haven't done a gym class since last Wednesday. So it would be good to get some gym going on. But yeah, we shall see how I get on with that. And I think tonight I will be having a ramen broth for dinner tonight. So I will refuse to have a Domino's. I will be good. I will restrict myself. I'm normally really bad when it's Tuesdays, because I do the 2 for Tuesday on the Domino's. I'm not doing it. I'm going to be good. I'm going to resist. I'm going to let you on, Mr. Man, because I'm nice. So yeah, that's all I can really like update you on for now. I've had the long rambly beginning part of the vlog, so I will say goodbye for now. I'll update you on any other further readings, and yeah, I will see you very, very soon.
We're gonna say good morning to the chickens. And they're saying good morning back, yay! So we're going to go in. We're going to say hello at the gate. So we go in here. Shut the door because we don't want any escapees. And then we say, we open it and we say good morning. Good morning, everyone. And then everyone wants their little breakfast. Are you following me? Are you following me? Enjoy your water. Have a good day. Okay? Are you following me, Mr. Cocoon? Hello? Hello, little chickens. Hey! Well, aren't you some cuties?
As promised, I'm here to wrap up the vlog. So I've just finished filming the book haul for the second week of May, so it feels good to have done that, because then it means like, oh, I can file these books and then I can sort of like choose what I want to do with them. So I kind of like the fact that I'm doing that. So reading wise, I'm finishing the week Royal Bloods, Amy Carter. I'm on page 84, so that's the page that I got to. Really enjoying this though. Every time I pick it up, I'm really enjoying it. Strange Angels, I did finish on the audiobook as I went and literally came home. Not long before I finished, actually. So the book kind of ends like, I don't know, I mean, it ends like there's going to be another book. I mean, I already know that there's other books to the series. I do own the other books in the series, luckily. So I quite like that. I don't yet know what I'm going to rate this book. So that is something that I need to think of. And I also need to log this on my laptop on my core pile. But I'm feeling like it is going to be like maybe a 4 out of 5 Kit Kat book, which is still a really good book actually. Like, it was quite an enjoyable book. I didn't think it was going to be what it was going to be. And yeah, there was like an event that happened at the end, and I was just like, you know, as I was driving, I was like, what the effing hell just happened? So I don't know, I might end up like flicking through that and just like clear myself, because yeah, and yeah, I feel like there's a couple of things in this book where I'm just gonna have to like maybe just kind of like glaze over, because I had moments like when I was driving where my head was just somewhere else, and then something happened in the book and then I was like, wait, how did this happen? But then I couldn't exactly like go back, so I had to like, yeah, kind of make up along the way, but I still don't know. So I need to go through and figure out what exactly happened, like with this character, what exactly went on with this action scene. The majority of it I did take in actually, like it was quite a good audiobook. It's just the fact that I've had a lot going on like some days, or I'm thinking about like all the things that I need to do, because that's the sort of person I am. I'm quite organised. But yeah, so I'm glad that I finally got it read. It's a book that I got ticked off the popular books list. It's a book that I've owned for a while, so it does feel good to get it off my chest. So when I was first compiling the popular books list, with the little scratch out hearts, I actually went on Goodreads to find out like popular books. So this has come from Goodreads. So apparently this was a popular series like way back when it first came out. So yeah, I mean, like, you know, we're talking like probably, I mean, when is this, like 2008 or something? Oh no, 2009. So yeah, quite a long time ago now, but like maybe it was really popular then. I mean, like, I don't know, if you guys have been around like the bookish world since then, do you remember this series being like popular? But Goodreads said that it was, like, it came up on the list of like popular books, and I was like, I own this book. So that was handy. So yeah, that's really good. Now the only other popular book that I've got on the list, which I did scratch off, I think is The Knife of Never Letting Go, the first book in the Chaos Walking trilogy, and I was really enjoying that actually, like when I first started reading it. And then once I read that book, I can then watch the movie adaptation that's got Tom Holland in it, because I've been holding off of that as well. But yeah, that will be like if and when the popular books comes out again. So yeah, it feels good to finally get this read after how many TBRs it's been on. I'm not entirely sure, and I've yet to decide what is the next audiobook I'm going to listen to. I think that's just going to have to be something that I have to think about. Maybe if I don't have time tomorrow, I will like have a think about it like tomorrow afternoon after work or something. I could always listen to music, like I don't have to, you know, I sometimes leave a day's gap between audiobooks just to process, really. Like sometimes I find it hard to go straight into another audiobook straight after another one. It kind of does make me feel a little bit slumpy sometimes. So yeah, but my USB plugs came from Amazon, and my new shorts have just arrived as well actually. Like I've got some shorts that I got from Amazon, the same place I got my flowery shorts actually, and they're really comfy, and it's just a different design, same size different design, and I think it was £10 something, £10.30 something, and I thought, well, you know what, I find them really comfy. They got pockets in, which is what I like as well, and they're nice long shorts, so they're great. So yeah, but the rest of my laundry should be dried now. I think I've caught a little bit of sun today. You might be able to just about see like my shoulders. I got these like round spots here and a little bit on my neck and there. Like I don't tend to put sun cream on. Like I might have caught a bit of sun on my face as well, because I'm not in the sun that long. So yeah, but yeah, Thursday was just a relaxing day really. I don't think I did too much. I had a diabetes training in the morning, I seem to recall that, and then I think I just relaxed for the rest of the day. Oh yeah, I focused on putting like NetGalley books, like ever since like I first started NetGalley, going through all of my NetGalley books that I've not got around to reading, and I was writing down all the ones that I had a physical book of, so that it spurs me on to read it quicker. And I finally completed it. There's actually quite a few pages worth of them, because since the last time I think I've purchased some in the end. And I used to do a thing where I would just, if I didn't get round to reading it on time before release, I would just purchase the book in a way of just supporting the author and the publisher, because I felt quite guilty for not getting around to it. There are some NetGalley books that I've also got as library books as well, or that I can get as library books, so I kind of like got those in mind too. It does help when I do look back at the list. But there's still like quite a lot of books on there, and there was some that actually I didn't remember that I actually had at some point on there, and I was like, wow, I couldn't remember that I had this for review, and I just didn't get around to reading it. Like it just happens, like life is just busy sometimes, and you know, when you're just not prepared for like a NetGalley book to be approved, or you know, to be auto approved for something. Like I've had it before where like I've had, I don't know, like not much, and then I get moments where suddenly they all just flow through at the same time, like all of the acceptances, and I'm just like, oh my god. But I'm better controlled these days. I only request what I'm definitely going to read, so I'm pretty good about that. Like ones that I'm definitely going to read, and if I don't have time I would definitely purchase, if that makes sense, like when it's released. So I'm pretty good about that. I do need to like rejig and shuffle my TBR cart as well. I'm looking at it as we speak, and I'm just like, I really need to sort this out, because the whole point of the TBR cart is to put books that I really do want to read on there. And I feel like there's only half on there, or at least a third on there, that I no longer have excitement to read. So I think I need to swap them over. I think I need to do that, and then I want to share with you in a video the books I've chosen to go in the TBR cart. At some point I will film all of my rereads as well, my up-to-date books that I'd like to reread, because I've gained some since then. And also I would like to eventually do a TBR tour of my hardbacks that I've got here in the flat, and my chick lit romance books, my YA books, graphic novels, and then my Illumicrate Fairy Loot shelf, and then my special edition shelf, which isn't just like generic Fairy Loot Illumicrate signed books that aren't in the book boxes, but it's like, you know, it's Waterstones, it's just other ones as well that I don't want to put in the garage because I don't want them to get ruined. I'm going to head off now. That's it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you have, please do give it a thumbs up. My social media links linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!